we can make some spiral. So the easiest way to do this one is to take a pretty healthy amount of chocolate. Let's pick up my bowl. Here we go. Again, make sure the bottom of your bowl is dry and that you're not getting chocolate everywhere. I'm just going to put a healthy amount of chocolate on there. And then what I've got here is a textured comb. So you can see it's got big teeth and skinny teeth. What I want to do is I want to take it and hold it down and drag my acetate through the teeth. So I'm just going to hold it down and then pull the acetate towards me. And then here I've got some stripes. But you can see I just didn't quite put enough chocolate on there. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more and pull it a second time. Okay, so same thing one more time. Push the comb down and just drag. Keeping the lines as straight as possible. There we go. Now I'm just going to leave that sit for a minute to just start setting up, and then I'm going to put it into a container. First I'm going to clean up my station a little bit. So what I want to do with these stripes is I want to put them into this tubular mold that'll help give it some curve. So just wanted to give it a bit of a head start to set up a little bit. It's really warm in here today. But I want to be able to flip one end over. So you're probably going to wreck a corner, but you want to flip it around, tuck the top in, and tuck the bottom in. Then I'm just going to leave that to set up. I'll do it one more time with the skinny end. Depending on how tight you want the curl to be, is how closely you put it together and how much you twist it. Okay, and then I'm going to set that aside to cool. Last we have our chocolate spirals. Here we have the ones that we made the stripes with and then cooled into a mold to make these sort of spiral look. So what you're going to do is just very gently, you're going to pull the acetate off. There we've got some nice curls. You could make these longer or shorter depending on what the application is. I find they look really pretty piled up on the center of a cake. But you could also just separate out one and use it on a plated dessert. So I've got some white ones to add to that pile. And you could add a couple of dark and a couple of white together. Make sort of a bit of a different look. And then just to show you what the thinner ones look like. Some dark chocolate ones. And then the one with the stripes that I piped the section down, it was because I wanted it to stand up like a tube when I was done. So I'm just going to pull the tape off and try and release it here. And so really gently, just release it. And here you've got a bunch of rings. It's just too hot today. But that would stand up. You could fill the middle, or you could stand it on edge. It's not going to do that for me today because it's just too hot.